Hey guys, this is Mike Chalice for GamingLagg.com. Do you like our content? I would imagine that's a yes since you're hearing me right now. Well, consider becoming a patron. Throw us $1 a month. It doesn't seem like much, but if we hit our goal of 1,000 $1 patrons, we will be able to do so much more. Thank you always for your continued support. Good evening, Guardians, and welcome to The Last Word, GamingLagg.com's Destiny-only podcast. I'm your host, Mike Chalice. With me to my left, I have the man with the beard, Matt Bird.
How's it going?
To my right, I have Mr. Josh Quigley.
That's me.
And on the edge of the table, Mr. Gloom and Doom himself, Sam Landry.
I prefer take 4.
Take 4. It's true, it is take 4. We got an interesting show planned for you today, as there was some news that was revealed, which we'll go over in a little bit. But before we do that, I have a shout-out to make. We promised each other that we would do shout-outs for each other. So Guardian, yeah, little Austin Powered reference there. That's all right.
In the middle of that sentence, did you have a stroke?
Yeah. Guardian Outpost is another Destiny podcast who is actually trying to do something similar to our Gamers Support Gamers, which I'll go over in a second. They're trying to support smaller streams, but they are a Destiny podcast, and if you want to follow them on Twitter, you can check them out. We are following them. They are following us. Just wanted to make sure that that was just somebody else trying to spread positivity in the community, and we like to support them.
Never hurts to have more positivity.
That's right. Mentioning Gamer Support Gamers, Gamer Support Gamers is a webpage on our website, GamingLagg.com. You can go there and you can support all sorts of smaller streams, and you can find people that have similar interests to you. So if you have a YouTube channel or Twitch channel or gaming-related website or podcast, you can actually fill in an application, and every Sunday we do our best to try and update that. There's a lot of great stuff on there. The market's actually quite saturated with a lot of crap content that people are just sort of flocking to for whatever reason. There are a lot of people that have a lot of unique tastes and a lot of talent as far as making gaming content. Yep. Simple as that. More importantly than that, though, we are going to be at Fredericton Gaming Expo in 2 weeks' time, I think now. It's August 15th and 16th. It's a small expo in our local town of Fredericton, New Brunswick. And if you are a local listener or want to spend an obscene amount of money on Air Canada to get here, or WestJet, as I was pointed out last week to me.
He didn't forget WestJet.
Yeah.
For that one
it's
flight
here.
You can get in on.
If you want to spend that type of money, you can come up and check us out. We will be there at a... Or yeah, absolutely. If you want to do that, we will be there. We will be supporting Extra Life. We will have a raffle for an interesting basket filled with gaming goodies. And why is Extra Life important, Matt?
It's a fundraising campaign put on by gamers to support Children's Miracle Network hospitals, which are very near and dear to us. Ours closest to us is the IWK. If as a collective team we raise $2,500, I will be stripped of my beard, and it will be the man without the beard, probably for a day. But I will lose it on the live stream, which is November 7th and 8th.
Yep.
I'm fairly positive that the phrasing "stripped of his beard" sounds so much better than just shaving it off.
Yeah, it does.
I think that's what we're going to have to go with. Like,
You're stripped of your power.
It's like a toupee. It's a piece, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
You just take it off.
It's just going to be one big...
Yeah. You can feel the loss in the phrasing of stripped of, though.
Absolutely.
That's why I've changed it.
Yep.
Figured I'd change it up.
Yeah, as Matt was saying, Children's Miracle Network hospitals are pretty much funded predominantly from fundraising campaigns like this, and this is one of the biggest campaigns that gamers do. I mean, we have some things like Games Done Quick, and there was something else that happened.
Op
supply drop for the troops.
Supply drop.
OP supply drop.
It's op supply drop.
Yeah. But you can pick your own hospital if you want to join our team. You don't need our permission. You can go to our Extra Life page, and basically it gives us a message saying you've joined our team. We don't have any say in that matter. But if you don't feel you can dedicate the time, please feel free to donate to any one of your hosts here. We will all be striving to try and get to that $2,500 mark. Our stream will be November 7th and 8th. We're working on an idea of maybe having the Gaming Lag channel just being the apartment of all of us playing different games, and then we will do our own individual channels so that you're not basically on one game at a time. Maybe have a couple of different games going at once.
Watch me play LOL.
Yeah.
And suck horribly.
Yeah. I think that's it for that, though. Anybody have any interesting Destiny stories this week? I'll be openly honest. I haven't played any. I've been obsessed with Persona 4.
Well, I did some Nightfalls this week, and I was super excited at a chance to get some etheric light. Man, was I excited at that chance.
Mr. Etheric Light, right here.
Mr. Matthew Bird. However, we did get a great clip because we had Brawler and Arcburn on. I blade danced Tanix and knocked him all over the map in the final boss. Used just my super, and then I had to hit him with a few rounds of Thunderlord to put him down.
Yeah.
And it was magical.
What did we do last week, Matt? That was glorious with Brewer.
That was Nanu, and it was PoE, and the three of us with Brawler on decided to punch the boss dead.
Yeah.
It worked.
It's interesting. You can always do some fun stuff with that.
But this is what my Destiny for the week. That's what I did.
Yeah.
You failed miserably at ripping paper. It's paper.
You actually can still use that as new, because that's the sad part. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Matt, what have you done?
As Josh said, I am Mr. Etheric Light. 2 to 3 Nightfalls were Etheric Lights. Been running the Iron Banner grind. The only time that I seem to get any good drops, though, is if I'm bottom of the leaderboard, and then I get 2 legendaries, one being Jolder's Hammer, the other being low-grade humility sniper rifle. But getting a lot of legendary drops, and usually I'm at the bottom of the board. But if I get a 5 kill death ratio or higher or anything above
Nada.
1, nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Yes. We've known that since day one in Destiny.
Yeah, but last time Iron Banner was on, it did.
Doesn't matter.
No, last time it did. I got all kinds of
There are
goodies.
no rewards for being good.
It's
Stop
still
being good.
it's still RNG.
That's where you win.
It is.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as
I haven't
RNG.
actually seen any exotics dropped in Iron Banner this time, though.
I
Like-
saw a galley. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there for what?
Yeah, just if anybody's curious.
Yeah.
And the other thing that happened this week that didn't think was possible, but it did, with our buddy Nanu and Ryan, who a couple weeks ago was on the podcast with us, we ran a level 32 PoE, and I had Elder Cipher drop for me. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
Right.
had it has a low chance on 32, I think, and then really high on 34, and then it's like guaranteed off of 35, I think.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it dropped, and I was just like, why is Varric summoning me? So we get back to the reef. I hit it. I was like, guys, I got the Elder Cipher, and they're like, no, you didn't. I was like, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So, and then he summoned me back the next day.
That's so, like, awesome.
Well, I'll explain it to you this way. I'm never surprised when you get something because you get everything.
I can't get Vex.
Yeah. Okay. well. Oh no.
That's the gun I want the most. I
Yes,
will
because
trade-
you don't have it.
I've wanted it since the first time I found out about
The
it.
gun I want the most is Galahor. Like it doesn't. It's the one you don't have. Of course, it's the one you want the most.
What's Destiny?
Oh wait, no, I have that.
Yeah. Well, like I said, and I've said this on every podcast for the last 4 weeks, it's hard for me to get into it right now because I'm not going to be able to play the Taken King right off the bat. And I am excited about some stuff coming for Taken King. Let's get into that. Let's do some news. Matt's going to read it because I talk way too much.
So,
Simple as
first
that.
bit of news actually isn't going to be about the Taken King. It's going to be Trials of Osiris and Iron Banner related. There's been a lot of lag switching, so Bungie has swung the ban hammer. They still need to do a little bit more, but they have banned over 200 accounts of playing in Crucible.
It's just nice to see them do it.
So
Yeah.
It's nice to see them attack it, right? Like honestly, like actually investigating it, because that takes time, effort, and money to go into it and investigate the fact that somebody's actually glitching the system and making it so that they win and stuff. And
They were
it's nice.
motivated by Shia LaBeouf's video.
Oh yes, just do it.
Do it.
Just do it.
And it's interesting when you're playing, because when you're playing against somebody that's just laggy, you can tell like it's
you can tell the
this
difference.
person's not cheating. They're laggy, and that happens. And
Yeah.
it sucks when you're playing against them because they're here and then they're there. But it's not. It's
Well, you
obviously
can
not
tell
being-
because generally their connection sort of stabilizes and then unstabilizes. People that throw these lag switches per se or whatever are constantly at super high ping and they never stabilize ever. So
yeah.
14 blink strikes.
yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Well, some people can only play on a toaster, and some people can play on a
I still re-
high-end Bugatti.
I still remember playing Halo 2, and I was playing one round, and this guy had like infinite speed and super jumps and infinite ammo, and I remember that like it was the most frustrating game of
You're just
multiplayer.
playing Halo?
Well, he was literally in the air constantly, and he was invincible, and he would just shoot rockets down. Like it was ridiculous.
I was
Anyway,
playing the game, and some guy was no clipping underneath the map, shooting at us, killing us. That's what happens when there's no anti-cheat system in a game.
yeah, it's nice to see them go after it, though. Obviously, it does it does make them think twice. Obviously, people like that just shouldn't be gaming. So
Yeah, well,
take sort of the fun out of it when you can win no matter what. So yeah.
Well, their team actually didn't win. They still lost.
Okay, then he's a really bad like glitcher.
Not,
Yeah.
not the second one. Yes, the first one.
Oh yeah, they decimated.
The
us,
guy
yeah.
that I sat there and knifed him in the back 13 times before he decided to turn around.
Yeah.
What's that itch behind my neck?
So besides that, in their weekly blog, they did release information about the Dreadnought, which sounds very interesting. There's going to be new patrols, missions. Sam, none of your negativity. Gaming Lagg's about positivity.
Yeah.
So there's going to be new patrols, missions, secret areas, new bounties, new public events, and there is breadcrumbs that are going to be laid out for us to try to find these secrets, but you will never find everything in one playthrough on the Dreadnought.
Watch me try.
You won't.
Well, to be fair, you never get away with just one playthrough on anything
Yeah.
in
If I don't
Destiny.
sleep for 48 hours, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find a lot of stuff.
You wouldn't make it.
You like your sleep too much.
I think
do.
it's cool because it's showing the fact that the Dreadnought, the ship, is not going to be just like, okay, here's a mission, here's a mission, here's a mission, here's a strike, here's a raid. It does show that it does mean that they're going to have a large area you can explore constantly that will have patrols and missions, and that's what people have been asking for. I mean, just the regular game content, the patrols, missions. I was also reading that they're going to be adding public events there that are going to be there, and it's not going to be obvious at first how to win. It's not going to be like the public events now where, a big spider tank drops, shoot him in the leg, shoot him in the head, and then he's dead. It's going to actually take some coordination with people because public events now feel like I get bored of them. I don't even want to do them when I'm flying around. So I'm just like, public event, whatever. I can do that anytime.
I don't think there's a single public event that drops where you can't solo it.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
No, but
Some of the, even with Galahorn, some of the targets on Mars
Yeah, that's
sometimes
true.
got to be pains in the butts.
yeah, I mean, some of them are, but you can solo all of them. I'm sure if people can solo Crota, they can solo public events. But it's nice that obviously this is not just going to be where you do your missions. Like House of Wolves was, here's some new areas, but it was just missions, no exploring or anything like that. This is going to be a massive new area, so it's basically a new planet. It's not a planet, but it's a new planet, essentially.
Well, and then when you read some of the stuff, like it shows you some of the concept art and some of the actual in-game footage, and they're showing you things like the platform looking out into the rings of Saturn, and that type of stuff. Like they put a lot of work and detail into it, just from what they're showing us, and that's really something that Bungie needed to show its players, is to say, look, we know you've been looking for something really new and cool. Here's what it is, and it's not going to be because when you're in a mission, you fight like hell for the duration of the mission, and you don't really take in much of what's going on. I know we were in a Crucible match last night, and Matt goes, there's House of Wolves banners in this map, and it's like the 13th time we played the map last night. You don't pick up on this stuff when you're fighting, so being able to explore some of this stuff is really good.
Well, there's rumors flying around that some of the public events are going to have like puzzle elements to them, where you're going to have people jumping on platforms and stuff like that in order to finish the public event, which I think will be very cool. I'm just glad that I know it's not a new planet theoretically, but it is what people have been asking for, a new area to explore.
It's a new area.
It's bigger than most of the places you can go on the planet. So,
yeah, exactly. So there you go. There you go.
Yes. What? It's supposed to be bigger than Mars. It's supposed to be the biggest area.
Yeah. Well, hopefully.
So it would be sweet if there's like, the vendors on the Dreadnought.
I doubt you'll get that, but
and furthermore, if the vendor was on the Dreadnought, I feel like they would be killed for selling to you.
yes.
Yeah.
No. It's like an outpost on the Dreadnought, kind of like the tower. There's a
You're saying like we establish an outpost and then there's an outpost there type thing. Yeah.
We established an outpost on his ship.
There's going to be more to come. They also said in that article that they're going to be having a Twitch stream about it, so you're going to actually get to see them play through a little bit of it. So
it's going to be cool.
Moving on.
And also along the Dreadnought, they did release the boss for the Strike, Darkblade, who looks super cool. I want his axe. I know we can't have his axe, but I want it.
I don't know.
Be cool if you were a Titan and you could like instead of getting the flame hammer, you can get these skins that would make it like different things. That'd be an interesting way of them to make it unique.
I would do it.
It is.
Because
People would do it.
That axe looks awesome. So a couple weeks ago we talked about Destiny Taken King was getting a PS4. It's now available for pre-order.
Yep. It's
still
a pretty slick looking PS4.
It is.
Yeah.
Whatever. I already have my white one.
It's a nicer white one.
It's white.
You know, you don't have to be negative about everything. You can just say it's not for me. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, I know, but it's a nice PS4, especially for people who don't have a PS4 yet, and maybe they've been playing Destiny on PS3. I imagine you're not going to have a huge abundance of them, but I also imagine they're not going to sell a whole lot of them because most people that are still playing Destiny already have their PS4. And unless you're like a few people that I know on Twitter who are buying another PS4 just to get it, you know.
Yeah.
Must be
So
nice to have money.
I'm sure they traded in their other PS4, so.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure with that?
So, last little bit of news, which is going to lead into our topic as well, is there will be a Taken King extravaganza at Gamescom. Which starts
Anytime
on the
there's
5th.
an extravaganza, I'm in.
Yeah.
Extravaganzas are great.
Yeah.
Just
the word
Yeah.
extravaganza.
I just like saying it.
Yeah. Hey, you want to come to my extravaganza? Sure.
Yes.
No.
It's
Yeah.
it's a probe extravaganza. I don't care. I'm gonna
I don't
show
care.
up.
It's an extravaganza. I'm there. Gamescom is this week. For anybody who doesn't know, there's obviously going to be some announcements of some pretty big games. Yeah. So that little bit of news that the Taken King is going to be there in huge form. We'll do like one prediction each of what we think, and I'd like it to be as crazy as possible about what we think is going to happen with what is something that's not been released that they're going to announce with the Taken King. Now, it can be like a rumor that you've already heard and you want to say that I think that's actually going to happen, things like that.
Taken version of Vogue.
Okay. So you think that's going to happen?
I think that rumor that's going around is actually going to happen.
Okay.
Because that's the only one of the rumors I've heard so far that I want to happen.
Yeah, I was hoping.
I'm about to say something. It's not a rumor. It would be awesome, and you're gonna want it too. Damn it. What are they called?
We don't know what you're talking about. So.
Sparrows.
Sparrows.
Sparrow racing.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I broke
So
it.
want that. That would be so awesome. I want sparrow races.
More sparrows. More sparrows where you can do tricks on would be awesome.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have to be big. It wouldn't have to be long. There wouldn't have to be much involved in it. But just one portion of when you're getting to the Dreadnought where you have to use your ship to fight your way in.
No, that's not part of their budget. Right there, that's $500 million.
I'm just saying.
So you want just like almost like I don't know if you ever played. I don't know if you ever played the Old Republic, but the Old Republic had like a ship combat thing that you could do. That
it
was
was
sort of
cheap
it's a
and it was
rail
simple,
shooter. Yeah.
It was a rail shooter, even something like that. Just something where
Your sparrow matters, or your ship actually finally matters.
yeah, where you get to utilize your ship a little bit. I don't know if it will ever happen, but I think it would be just kind of one of those neat little, because I know a lot of players have talked about it. Just something, and it would be kind of that nice little shout out to all of the players that have talked
But
about making the ship useful.
Every single sci-fi show in the world, when you're in, not cyberspace, but when you're in,
You're in space.
you're in space, but in light speed,
Okay.
Warp.
warp speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't actually fire your guns. You can't do anything in that.
Incorrect. You could in Star Trek.
Star Trek. Dreadnought.
Yep.
Yep. Caught up to him. It can go faster than light speed actually.
Starcraft, I know.
Starcraft. Stargate.
Stargate, you could fire within the wormhole.
Never watched Stargate.
I know,
So.
but I'm just saying. Okay.
I
got the
I know
best-
you're just saying. You just happen to be wrong.
I got the
Your
craziest.
budget is not high enough.
I have the craziest prediction ever because their
Why?
budget's definitely. Well, I have it. You ready?
Okay.
Third person mode
What?
for the whole game.
I was gonna say,
That's my
already
prediction. They're going to
That's
announce
already-
it.
that's
No,
already
no,
there.
for the whole game. So you're able to go to a planet, you get a little aimer and stuff, and so anybody who now wants to play the game as a third-person action game, they get to do that.
They'd have to include rolling
Listen, I think
They would have to include rolling.
and cover
I-
fire. Oh my goodness!
I think the reality is that everybody loves seeing their own armor, but in order to do that, they have to press start.
Well, no, because I'd have to wear.
Or
white
dance.
armor, or
You can
green
dance.
You can dance as well and do emotes and stuff, but you want to watch yourself in that cool armor, being a badass and killing aliens and stuff. So
That would make running the Abyss solo much easier. As
yeah,
well.
So
third
much
person
easier.
Having a
for the whole game. That's my prediction. It's never gonna happen, but that's my prediction.
shield.
Oh, I like yours even better than my ship.
Yeah. Third person mode.
Sparrow Racing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be on Sam's side here. It pains me to say that, but I'm on
Well,
Sam's
Sparrow
side.
Racing's fun, don't get me wrong. Mine's just the craziest one. Sparrow Racing can be done without having to do a lot.
That's why it's more.
Yeah, I
realistic
agree.
to
That's what I said.
happen.
I said mine's craziest. Right? I didn't say mine's the best. I said it's the
Do you know what
craziest.
the perfect location for Sparrow Racing would be?
Mars.
The moon.
The moon.
Moon's too short, too small.
I think they should have a stadium
Yeah,
that you fly to, a social
No,
area.
You missed the point. That's too much work. They
No,
don't have to put. You're lazy. If they don't have to put any work into it, they'll do it.
I think it's a stretch to say that they are lazy. I think that they probably spent way too much money making this game, but I think every improvement that they have made has been a step in the right direction, however small the step may be.
Could you imagine the Taken King? There's a new trailer. It's a new live action trailer. The guy there goes to grab Galley and says, "No," just throws it off and grabs one of the newer guns that's portrayed in the game. That'd be great.
It'd be awesome if they just made a gun called Galley 2.0 or something. It's got Wolfpack rounds and solar flare and cluster.
I would have 4 on the
When
first
you
day.
shoot it, it blows a chunk out of the moon.
You know what they call it? You know what they call it? Insta-kill.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do some plugs and get out of here. Is that all right with everybody?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
If you want to, I don't care what you think anymore. You're done. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I am at Chalices. If you want to follow Matt,
At Man W the
if you
Beard.
want to follow Josh,
That Mike doesn't care about Sam.
and if you want to follow Sam, and if you want to follow us as a collective group, you can follow us at Gaming Lag, 2Gs and Lag. Please visit gaminglag.com, same spelling. Please visit Gamersport Gamers. Please, if you feel that you like our content, if you like our videos, if you like our podcasts, and any content that we create after, above and beyond that, please consider becoming a patron on our Patreon. We're actually at $91 already, which is pretty awesome. The more we get, the more we can do, and the more we will be making content. Obviously, it takes a lot of time and effort to do this. Not that that is a complaint, because we love doing it. Please support Extra Life, and I think I got everything.
What? That
In
has.
Josh's defense, if they don't already know our Twitter handles, shame on them. They're not a real friend.
No, they don't mind in Matt's Twitter handles because we're on Twitter. They don't care about anybody else.
And that has been the last word.